So the first song on my record is called 1201, and it's based on a story that was going to be the first chapter of a book I was trying to write, and one of the chapters I finished was that first chapter, and the first chapter is called the 1201 Club, and the idea I had was the book is basically about a songwriter, about a 28-year-old songwriter in North Alabama who's really kind of just, his life's going to shit and he's fucking up left and right. And you know, I knew a guy like that. I knew a guy like that pretty intimately, and it wasn't pretty, and but fortunately that guy lived to tell the tale, because he had his songs, and that was it. Basically that guy threw like everything he had into just writing, and he wrote and wrote and wrote, and he wrote his way out of a bunch of deep shit, and so it's like a dark, sad story with, I guess, a hopeful, happy ending, so it was going to start off with the 1201 Club, which where we meet our protagonist, and he's in an unhappy marriage, and he's living in the shithole town he grew up in, and he wants out, and because he's sure the grass has to be greener somewhere, probably like Memphis. That seemed like an awesome idea. You live in North Alabama, you think moving to Memphis is an awesome idea. And then you move to Memphis. And that's chapter 3, I think. And, I got that far in it too. But the town I grew up in, and the town, coincidentally, the town the protagonist in my book grew up in, was a dry county, and which was great if you're like in high school and a drunk, because there's bootleggers everywhere and they won't card you. They don't give a shit. They're not going to card you at Inez's. You know, our bootlegger had a drive-through window like the bank teller had. It was one of those mechanical. You know, you put the money in, and then the JW Dant would come out magically, and then they had to go and, you know, vote liquor in, and they shut down all the bootleggers. But fortunately, I was just about legal age, so it worked out, and so was the guy in the book I was writing, and so but they had this crazy blue law, you know, like it's so awesome, you know, like they have them in Georgia, don't they? Are they doing away with them? Aren't they in Georgia? We're getting rid of them. See, even Republicans don't like blue laws. I mean, you know. So anyway, they but I digress. So they had the blue laws, so you couldn't buy any kind of liquor on Sunday, or because you had to go to church on Sunday, of course, you know, and you know, they don't realize that some of us just would want to buzz to go to church. But anyway, but there was this little exception in the law. If you drove across the county line to Colbert County on the south side, there was Colbert County. There was an exception where they could open on Monday morning at 12:01 for an hour and 59 minutes. They could sell liquor. So all the hardcores were like hauling ass across the bridge at about 11:45, shaking. And we'd all run into each other in the parking lot of the first package store, and which was called Chaz, no less. And we'd meet there, and I call this the 1201 Club. county line, to where the liquor laws are different. It's 12:01. The zombies are buying liquor, 'cause it's Monday morning. And I'm standing in the parking lot as they flip the sign. And I always see some good friends as I stand in line. And I hit the Billy Ringos and I'll stay there till dawn. Where the music's always playing, I'll take his banjo and strum along and chase away the morning. 45. And now she's home sleeping as I open number 5. This is company I'm keeping, that's keeping me alive. These friends of mine, a bunch of lost cases just marking time. Before life's supposed to start, guess in the end it's fine. Or maybe, maybe not, ain't getting out alive.